Welcome to the video on the voting theory writing assignment. This is going to be an assignment where you discuss really plurality voting versus ranked choice voting, and whether other states should follow Maine in adopting ranked choice voting for future elections. Currently, plurality voting is the dominant method in most states. So what is the difference between majority and plurality? Well, when there are only two candidates in an election, like the first diagram here shows, candidate P versus candidate G, and there's only two candidates in an election. Unless there's a tie, the candidate with a majority of votes wins. There's more than 50%. That's what a majority means, and you will always get that with there's two candidates involved. But when more than two candidates, like the second scenario, then the additional candidates can reduce the votes for the major candidates, and then the election rules must account for this in some way. So the plurality is currently applied in most elections, and that does not require a majority that is more than half of votes. So in the example below, right here, you can see that in that scenario, candidate G would win with only 47% of the votes. And that is something to think about. Ranked choice voting takes a different approach. When there is no majority winner, you eliminate the candidate with the fewest first place votes and move other candidates up. So you're required to have a preference schedule when you have ranked choice voting, not just picking one candidate as your top choice, but you have to rank them, or you have the opportunity to rank them. So in this preference schedule, you can see that for candidate A, 3 of the voters put A first, then P second, then B, then G, then C, and so on. 42 candidates put P first, and then A, B, G, C. 6% of the voters put B, P, G, A, C, and so on. And as you can see, that in this case, 47% of the voters picked G and 42 picked P, just how we saw before. But if you eliminate C, that is the lowest vote getter, notice C only got 2% of the votes, eliminate all the C's, and in these cases, those votes move up. Since C was in the bottom here, nothing moves up. You will see that now G has 47 first place votes on these ballots at 47%, and 2% of the ballots have G also in first place. And so G has 49%. That's still not a majority. It is called a plurality. And if you're going to change the system, you need to have a majority. So in ranked choice voting, you repeat that elimination process until one candidate has a majority. So if in the next scene, you see that A is the next lowest ranking. So A is going to be eliminated. That will bring this P up to having 3 more first place votes, but P still only has 45, not enough for a majority. If we finally eliminate B, this person, and all those second place votes for P will now move up to first place votes, and so you can see P has 51% of the votes, which is a majority now, and P would win. So you can see that ranked choice voting takes into account this possibility that other candidates will draw away from the most popular, but it gives voters a choice to rank those candidates. Next, I want you to, this is about the assignment, you're going to talk about ranked choice voting versus the current system of plurality, which is common in that's what we have in 49 of the 50 states right now. There are 3 articles that I want you to read, and that's going to take about maybe 20 minutes to read those articles. You know, they're 5 to 10 minutes each article. You might want to reread some of them. I want you to think about how this ranked choice voting might be better or worse. Give that some thought. You could go and look up and read other articles also, because there's plenty of things written. There's a lot of things happening in other states, conversations. They're voting on whether they're going to change their voting system. And so this is a very popular current topic to discuss in places. You may want to talk to someone who might be interested in conversation about that. So you consider it, not argument. I hope you just have a conversation and think about, well, maybe that would be something we consider, or maybe not. I'm on the fence myself. I don't have strong feelings about that right now. And so it doesn't really matter what I think. I want to know what you think, and your grade will be based on you supporting your opinion, whether I agree with it or not. That doesn't matter at all. So I want you to write and just express your opinion. Support it with facts and reasoning, your experience. That's what you'll be graded on, is your support of your opinion about the topic and about whether Yakima might be a place that could happen. So it has been discussed here. And then I want you to revise whatever you write. You need to read it, make sure it's clear writing. You may want to take it to the writing center and just bounce that off somebody, and they'll let you know, oh, well, I understand what you're saying. That's pretty well explained. Or they may say, I'm not really sure what this means. Maybe there's another way we could figure out that you could say that would be more clear to a reader. And that is, now there's plenty of other explanation for the assignment when you actually open it up. There's a very detailed list, written explanation of the assignment too. Okay, good luck, and I'll be seeing you. Let me know if you have questions. Be happy to help.